WeatherRate as the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks 7 years in a row.
Here in Springfield, we heard some rumbles of thunder right around sunrise this morning, and we got some rain, but man, did we see some rain off to the east. Here is a loop that shows those thunderstorms just moving over the same locations late last night into this morning. Of course, activity did finally move off to the east by afternoon, and we got into some sunshine, but a high overcast remained across our eastern counties, and that kept temperatures unusually mild there. Meanwhile, off to the west, a lot of heat in areas along I-49. Let's get back to this rain. Rain last night just came down in buckets from places like Morgan County, southeast, down into the Waynesville area. Within this corridor, we saw totals of 6 to 8 inches of rainfall. And as you might expect, we saw some flash flooding from that. Now, the concern is there that we will see a repeat of that event later tonight into tomorrow morning. I think this time around, though, it's going to be a little bit further east and northeast from where we found it last night. Currently, it's pretty quiet. We've got a few showers and thunderstorms stretching from Des Moines southeast down to near St. Louis. This really isn't the activity that I'm waiting for. It'll be later tonight as features come together once again for a band of thunderstorms to likely set up in this zone and then develop southeast across areas like Vienna and Rolla and Salem. It appears that is the corridor, and east of there for heavy rainfall overnight tonight. Also, there could be a little bit of severe weather. I think the threat is rather limited, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see some locally damaging wind gusts in a few spots and maybe even the risk of some hail. Getting into the forecast for tonight into tomorrow. Much of the area stays quiet, but again, there's going to be that zone in here that sees thunderstorm activity erupting probably around or shortly after midnight, and that area of rain and thunderstorms will continue through 3 o'clock. Through 6 o'clock in the morning. It looks like it will be mid to late morning when that activity finally slips off to the east and we get back to quieter weather. Meanwhile, areas to the west, I think we're going to find mostly sunny skies and very hot conditions over more of the area than we've seen the last couple of days. Rainfall tonight. Looks like another stripe of very heavy rainfall totals. Let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see exactly what locations are going to be impacted. And you can see it looks like areas from maybe east of Vienna to between Rolla and Cuba down towards Salem. This is going to be that stripe where we could see in excess of 5 inches of rainfall, and we'll be dealing with that risk of flooding as a result. About 69 for a low in Raleigh. Here in Springfield, 75, 80 for a low in Joplin. And it looks like highs possibly in the low 100s there tomorrow afternoon. Here in Springfield, I think that boundary, which has really kept us a little milder than areas to the west, will try to slip east and north of Springfield, and that opens the door to highs in the mid to upper 90s. Meanwhile, areas off to the east, morning rain, probably some lingering cloud cover will keep highs here generally in the 80s to near 90 degrees. If you're heading to the fair tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, just be ready for the heat. Of course, that's what we kind of expect with the fair, right? Hot conditions. We're going to find it tomorrow, 91 at 1 o'clock, 97. You're looking for the lemonade, I think, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it stays sticky through 9 o'clock with temperatures only dropping into the upper 80s at that point. Now, speaking of late tomorrow afternoon into the evening, we are going to have to watch this zone. It looks like there may be a greater risk for some severe storms heading into tomorrow evening than what we've seen the last couple of days, and that would include the risk for maybe damaging winds, hail. Can't even rule out the possibility of an isolated tornado with those storms closer to central Missouri. The storm risk will tend to stay to the north and east again on Thursday. Most areas staying dry, I think, though. Highs here in Springfield up near 98. I think Friday, a better chance for at least widely scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area, highs in the mid-90s. We're going to keep that going through Saturday and Sunday. A chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms both of those days. Looks like highs in the mid-90s Saturday, maybe low 90s on Sunday. And then a cold front moves through. And it looks like that, yeah, a cold front.
What is that?
We'll call it a cool front, not really a cold front.
Define that for us, Jamie.
Well, this will be a frontal boundary that'll hopefully knock out the humidity and
it's
knock
his
out
meteorological.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I like
Cooler
the sound of it.
temperatures, that's what we need, yes.